Hi Aquarius, welcome to your April 2019 tarot reading. It's Raina here. So I'm starting over this reading, and the heart of the matter is the Tower card. This is a card of upheaval. This could be a traumatic experience. This could be just a disruption in your life, kind of out of the blue, but the thing about out of the blue is, to me, it isn't out of the blue. Even like somebody losing their job and says, I never saw it coming. And then if you question them, oh yeah, well, the boss was complaining that we were losing money and all these other things. But the truth is that the disruption of the Tower card can be the best thing that ever happened to you. Even though right after it happens, you may be like, what am I going to do now? Because it's totally changing the structure of your life. And the irony of a sign like Aquarius is that you are ruled by Uranus, which is about sudden changes and things like that. But at the same time, you're a fixed sign, so you like your little habits and your little routines. So the Tower card can particularly put people into the shock of the collapse of their structure if they have not been leading an authentic life. And so there again, it may seem like a calamity, but upon retrospect, you will see, oh yeah, before that happened, I was really miserable and I didn't even know it because I was trying to be something I wasn't. I was working in this corporate environment and it was totally against my nature, and it wasn't until I lost my job that I realized how unhappy I was there. And so it can be like this amazing blessing. But you know, just as is typical with so many things in life, people demonize the Tower card because they see it as something that's a punishment or just a terrible turn of events. And it can be this release from prison. It really can be. In the past position, we have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Tower card, too, could be love at first sight. So maybe there is, if this is a timing card, the beginning of Aries, maybe around the new moon on the 5th, that you meet somebody and it's bam. Like you've known them all your life, or you just have this sudden hit that this is the one. That could be the Tower moment for you, of just instantaneous falling in love. And the Ace of Wands can just herald a whole new chapter in your life that is full of passion, Aquarius. You've come out of approximately 18 months of eclipses that have been hitting your sign and your opposite sign of Leo. I'm saying coming out of it, it's not happening anymore. But that kind of experience has already produced change in your life, probably. I'm imagining, possibly in a big way, in the last couple of years. And so maybe you've already been going in the direction of your dreams and pursuing things that in the past you would have hesitated to do so. And as a result, you're breaking free from previous conventions or like expectations of others. And this can be a very, very freeing time for you. The higher message is the Chariot card, which is a card of success, but also a card of, to me, the success coming from marshaling your forces, or kind of like one-pointedness, single-mindedness, focus. And with the Tower card and some people's lives, and this is true of any sign really, there may be turmoil in your family or your circle of friends, and you may have felt that you were getting sucked into something, but you resisted because you knew that I think you know that everyone has their own path. People who are detached do not get sucked into other people's dramas, because they it's not that they're insensitive, but it's just that they know what is their responsibility and what's other people's responsibility. Air signs, can get criticized of being uncaring from the standpoint of cold, because you're not coming from an emotional place. But there are so many benefits to that type of attitude or way of interacting with others, because it can allow you to see situations as they are, and maybe even help people by offering advice, but still not, kind of like feeling what other people are feeling, so that you end up becoming like they are. And you also may not take things personally, so you're able to stay focused. I think that's what the Chariot really means to me, is victory through staying focused. And even like with the Tower, it could be your things that are going on in your life that were like surprising or shocking, and you still persevered. You did not stop what you're doing, even if these things were happening to you. So it's saying, well, good job. What crosses you is the Five of Wands. Just like I was talking about before, drama. Now, if this is in the workplace, if there was like some kind of restructuring in your company or something like that, and then maybe it could have even been that you lost rank. Maybe they sold the company to somebody else, and so then you have to work in a different position. What could cross you in that scenario, even if you didn't lose your job, is that there's like a dog-eat-dog atmosphere at work. And that is toxic, for sure, because then everybody is just trying to be out for themselves. There's not like a sense of we're all in this together. So that can create unnecessary competition, toxic competition, and also just drive down the ability for the people, the co-workers, to unite. And sometimes this kind of thing, unfortunately, is encouraged because the boss doesn't want, the company does not want the employees to really get along, because then they have more power. So people who are in this situation, you don't have to kind of like go along with it. And if you feel like you have to go, you have to compete. And in some cases, it might even be something that is trying to like step all over somebody else to get ahead. Then that would go against your moral principles probably too. And that's not okay. So you have to look at, if the Tower card doesn't mean you losing your job, but simply that, yeah, maybe you didn't expect your company to get bought out by a different company. And now it means that you don't have the same work environment. Then you have to decide, how you're going to play this. I mean, are you going to leave or what? What's coming in, or the advice, is the Queen of Cups. Use your natal intuitive gifts that you have, Aquarius, to really tune into this situation from an energetic standpoint, to see if it's a good fit for you. Maybe at one time this job was everything to you, but now it has changed, because maybe it's changed hands. Maybe it has changed its rules, its policies, and you don't recognize the company anymore based upon their different way of doing things. And you have to, like, acknowledge when things have changed. But the Queen of Cups is very passive, because it's a double feminine energy. So the point is that it's not about doing this, about jumping in the fray and just kind of like, okay, I'm going to jockey for position. It's about non-action. It's about tuning in and turning out. Tuning out. Turning on, tune in, drop out. Dropping out of the rat race in the office, but tuning into your soul's wisdom. And the outcome is the Four of Wands. This is a card of a happy home. This is a card of maybe buying a new home. This is a marriage type of card, but it's like domestic bliss, but they're wands. So it's like, to me, wands is just that fiery enthusiasm that we have for something that is our greatest passion. So let's say, for instance, that you have a heart-to-heart talk with yourself and you decide that you're going to leave your job. Well, then you're going to throw yourself enthusiastically into your home. Maybe you've been working so many years, you have a beautiful home, but you hardly ever get a chance to enjoy it. And this may be the time when you are spending a lot of wonderful, relaxing hours at home, and maybe even redecorating your home and doing things like that. You may buy a home. Maybe you decide to stay and you just are getting prepared for other areas of life, and you just kind of take that focus away from the job, even though you're still going there, in preparation for your next phase of life. But enjoying your home, enjoying what your home represents. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. Have a great April. Bye.